Happy Smart Saturday, all my fellow wrestling fans. And it's time to do something that I've wanted to do for quite a long time, but I just haven't been bothered up to this point. But I'm going to unbox some old wrestling figures that I found, and I don't know what's in here. I haven't used these or played with them in years, so it's going to be a surprise to me, as it will be to you, because you don't live in my bedroom or my house, hopefully. So yeah, rocking the cap again today. Hair's awful, don't want to talk about it. Last night, however, Northern Ireland won 3-0 against Belarus. I'm sorry to all my Belarusian, whatever. I'm sorry to all my fans from Belarus, but Northern Ireland just had you beat last night. We had your number. I don't care. There's probably no people from Belarus watching this video right now. So here we go. Let's unbox. Okay, there's dust sitting thick here. Good job I'm not asthmatic. Okay, so we have got like an old school Kurt Angle with hair. Okay, so that's cool. then we have a GM Kurt Angle without hair. Okay, that's pretty cool. We have Mr. John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. They're all pretty cool. The memories are flooding back. The memories of burying JBL because I hated him so much as WWE champion. He was obviously doing his job as a heel. Oh, look who I had as WWE champion, coated in dust. None other than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Yes, I obviously even had taste back then. Okay, next we have actually quite a good model of Booker T. Booker T at this point might have been King Booker. No, it says Booker T in his boots. It was Booker T. Wow, this one really is old school. This is a WCW figure, Sting, and I believe, yeah, he has the ability to run and stinger splash you in the corner. So that's pretty cool. Next, well, this is probably one of the latest action figures that I got. An incredibly ripped Kane. So yeah, that's like, I don't know. He's very, he can go in any position you want him to, you know. He can shooting star press off the ring if he wants to. So next up we have, is that Johnny Mundo or Johnny Nitro? Somebody from MNM, whatever he is. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Just realizing we've got quite a lot of wrestling figures to go through here. So there's Matt Hardy, pretty cool. Next, another really old one, an Nwo Hulk Hogan. I must have been so young, and he has his like Hogan taunt. What you gonna do, brother? Yeah. And then we have, oh, complete with Sarah neck tattoo. We have Undertaker circa 2004 probably. Then we have Animal. I didn't even know I had that. Animal. He's kind of rocking this like kind of roid belly 6-pack. It's not quite a 6-pack. Oh, getting into one of my probably many Rey Mysterio figures. Rey Mysterio was always a cool model. I always liked the way they had, you know, proper height. Well, not proper height, but like, well, yeah, definitely not proper height, because forget I'm saying anything right now. Oh, speaking of roid belly, woo! The Nature Boy. No bald spot in sight. Nature Boy Ric Flair. Next we have The Game. Triple H. Yes, lad. Triple H. I'm gonna bury you, mate. You suck. Yes. The world's roundest headed Batista figure in history. That's pretty cool. Man, this is like a box of hidden treasures. Oh, what? This here is ancient, and it hasn't aged well. A Goldberg action figure, and on his back it says, "Who's next?" And he does this kind of like, you know, I don't know, I dread to think what that is supposed to be. But if you look at his title belt up close, don't know if you can see that, but it says Hogan on it. They actually put Hogan on the big gold. Don't know why I have it on Goldberg. It must have been a Goldberg mark. Next we have, sporting a crew cut, Mr. John Cena. Yeah, that's a pretty cool model. I actually have a UFC figure in here. Like a bald monk, like, is that Randy Couture or who is that? No idea. Oh, yes. None other than Captain Charisma himself, Christian. I'm probably going to come across figures here that I don't know the names of, which will be embarrassing. Look who's coming to get you. It's the Boogeyman. Yeah, with his little kind of fur around his collar. Nice one. And we have a young looking Y2J, Chris Jericho. That looks very circa 2005 kind of era Jericho. Oh, look at those 3/4 lengths, lad. John Cena himself. And, whoa, this is actually pretty cool. He has knuckle dusters that say "Word Life." It's pretty cool. Next we have Kamala. Yeah. Kamala, it shocked me to find out not so long ago that his actual name is Sugar Bear Harris, and he's just like, you know, he's not a carnivore kind of tribesman. Look who it is. Look who it is. Sporting nothing but a nappy, a big black nappy. We have the Big Show. It's a pretty cool model. Let's check it out height wise. Let's see if it's scaled in any way. Well, could be. Who knows? I have quite a lot of action figures here. Oh, does anyone remember these guys? Just like, I don't know, they're supposed to be like ultra flexible, even though they never really, they just get, the metal inside them just breaks. But yeah, this is supposed to be Chris Jericho. But I always used him as myself because he just looks so imposing. Look at him standing next to John Cena. He looks as though he could kill John Cena. So that's who I used as myself, an ultra flexible Y2J. This here is so cool. I didn't even know I had one. The Hurricane, stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Hurricane, we're getting, who is it? This is Billy Kidman. Oh, this is back, if anyone can remember, where they did these kind of models, and it ended up, it was like too loose in the middle. These Jack specific models. That's cool. Then we have a late 90s looking Rock. The Brahma Bull. That looks pretty cool. Do you know, I don't know what I was thinking, but I can remember getting Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and I'm pretty sure it was because I had literally every other wrestling figure in the shop at the time. Sometimes our shops aren't that big over in Ireland, but so yeah, I don't know what drove me. I've never watched a Brutus the Barber Beefcake match in my entire life, but yeah, There you go. This is a strange one. We have a Scorpion King Rock. A Scorpion King Rock. Don't know where that came from. Also must have been scraping the barrel with very little wrestling figures to get, because I was never a fan of this guy. Rene Dupree. Yeah. I was a complete mark at the time, so I completely hated Rene Dupree. So I don't know why I got him. Wow. Wow. This one, a very, very young looking Randy Orton. With his little weird kind of crew cut as well. This here one. This is an old model as well, because his arms don't even bend. The Rattlesnake. The Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Pretty cool. Next, wow, the owner of this My Own Spinner Belt. Edge. Looking buff as get out. Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with that Edge. Green mist all over his face. We have Tajiri. We're getting very near the end of this pile now. Oh yes, that is super cool. Bret the Hitman Hart. One of the classics or Legends series or whatever. That is really cool. This here. Get ready for the feels. There he is. Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. I can remember when I used to play with these all the time, when Eddie Guerrero was being a real heel against Rey Mysterio. I can remember getting like one of these steel chairs and just like hitting him over the head, getting Rey Mysterio to keep on hitting him over the head. Just because he was doing such a good job as a heel on TV that I hated him. But yeah, super sad, as was everyone when I found out the bad news about Eddie. But anyway, another Matt Hardy, looking a lot more buff than he looks on TNA nowadays. On TNA nowadays, yeah, he looks like a crazy kind of middle-aged, I don't know what you would call him, but anyway. Okay, we've got a load of accessories and stuff in here. We've got like lockers, tables, ladders, Intercontinental Championship. But we're down. Second last figure is a Kurt Angle, a young Kurt Angle in tracksuit bottoms. That's pretty cool. Wearing a pair of like Adidas shoes. This is pretty cool. And my last figure, oh, this is awesome. This is really awesome. Even though it looks way too slim to be realistic. But we have Kane with one of those, again, one of those bodies that's like really, really loose and flimsy. But yeah, this is Kane. Masked Kane. And yeah. So that's it by the looks of things. Not exactly the biggest collection in the world, but that was my collection, guys. Lots of memories brought back. Yeah, I fully enjoyed that. So if I find any more boxes, I'll bring them out. But I'm pretty sure that's every wrestling figure that I've ever owned. Not the most exciting bunch. I've got a few missing. Don't know. There's a few notable figures that I didn't have. Viscera would have been really cool. I really loved Viscera at the time. I've got no New Age Outlaws. No X-Pac. The only NWO member that I have is Hulk Hogan, Kurt Angle. So yeah, a few that I'm missing, but that's how it is. So enjoy your Saturday, guys. I'll see you soon.